Hey, what's up, guys? It's me only on PlayStation VR 2. All right, so PlayStation VR 2 reviews are out and everyone's praising this technology. It's a cutting edge technology, blah, 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 blah. All the great things, It almost reminds me of like going to a car dealership. Oh, you need to buy this car. Oh, this car. It's like your typical salesman trying to sell you something. Like a life insurance or health insurance or whatever. And YouTube, it's no different. These companies are using YouTube to lobby their products. It's a really good tool for them. Social media is a great tool for these big corporations like Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo, or pick and choose LG, Samsung, right, etc., to lobby their product. And the best way to do that is through a sponsored YouTubers, or as you guys like to call them, YouTube influencers. Basically what they are, they're sponsored YouTubers. It's a group of 7 to 8 people. They have offices. These people have been appointed by these corporations like Sony, Microsoft, and others, and their job is to have these actors, and they're called actors. They look a certain way. They look very attractive, very beautiful, and they work in these studios to lobby and advertise, like Hollywood, to advertise their product. The problem with that is that they're not going to be honest, meaning that you can't have any difference of opinion. Everyone is saying the same thing. It's like, when you watch CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, they're all essentially saying the same thing, Russia bad, Russia's really bad. Ukraine must win, Ukraine must win. And you can't have any other alternative point of view, because you have to just stick to this one narrative. It's the same thing with this. It's kind of like lobbying a certain agenda. So what's the agenda here? The agenda here is to get these YouTuber influencers to say great things. And of course, why wouldn't they say great things about this device? You're giving them a free device. They're getting paid off of it. And in some cases, some instances, they might even get paid to review a product and then keep it. So what's not to like? You're getting a free product, you're not wasting $600, and you're getting paid. Okay, let me repeat that one more time in case some of you PlayStation VR 2 fanboys are having a difficult time processing this with your brain cells. If you have any left, I don't know. If I give you a free product, what are you going to say? Oh, it sucks? If I give you something you want, are you going to talk shit about me? Of course not. If I pay you and give you what you want, are you going to talk shit about me? Of course not. Why the fuck would you do that? Sorry for the language. Why in the fuck would you do that? That's just the human nature, the ugly side of the human nature. And if you guys have a hard time understanding that, well, too bad. Too freaking bad. But this is the way the world works. And if you want to be ignorant, well, that is your problem. Then be ignorant. So, what I'm trying to say, and I hate to go and butcher this philosophy and this example here, is, so Sony is doing essentially the same thing. Microsoft is doing essentially the same thing. They are lobbying their products. But the problem with that is, I'm not against advertisement, but the problem here is they are buying their advertisement to be all positive. Okay? You can't expect these YouTubers to be honest if everything they say it's positive. Did you hear anything negative? Did anyone say, oh my God, why there is only one USB-C charger for $600? No one said that. No one has really mentioned that. No one has really said anything negative so far about the PlayStation VR2? Did anyone say, hey, maybe this is ridiculous that there's only one USB-C, a little short cable charger? Why? For $600, they should have included a docking charger. They should have included two cables or a docking charger for $600. So, did you hear anyone complain about that? Do you know why they didn't complain about that? Because they got it for free. Who's going to complain about that? A person who works hard and is trying to make ends meet, and it's having a difficult time trying to save money and buy something like this. A person who purchased it with its own hard-earned cash is going to say, wow, man, really? I just spent $600 and they can't even include a lousy second USB-C cable? A person who is not sponsored clearly is going to say that. Person who purchased it. So this is the difference. Stay with me. You can expect these influencers to be honest with you about this product because they got it for free. And they're getting paid to say good things about it. You can't expect them to say honestly how they feel or to have any critiques about the headset. They're not going to criticize it. Not one single critique. You would think that this thing would be sold out. Based on what these individuals are saying, it seems to me as if this is the greatest thing since pyramids, right? This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is the greatest thing since the dawn of humankind, 64 million years ago. But here's the problem. They're not going to say that. Why? Because they are sponsored. They're not going to say anything negative. They're not going to say anything negative because they're sponsored. When you have sponsored YouTubers paid to say good things. How do I know this? I know this because same thing happened to me with LG. I had the same issue with the LG television. They were telling me they want, positive feedback. We want you to talk about how awesome this processing A10 chip is. I was in contact with South Korea, not North Korea, South Korea, and they were trying to tell me, hey, this CX, this C10, I want you to talk about how awesome this processing chip is, how awesome the 120 hertz is on this thing, low latency for gaming, and we want you really to go out there and promote this really good. And I did it to a certain extent, but they wanted more. They wanted me to put on that happy, smiling face and just say how awesome the OLED C10 is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You can't expect, this is the issue with the YouTube. You can't expect these influencers to be honest with you because they're getting a free product and they're getting paid. I mean, what's not to like? You think Young would have given a positive feedback if he had to pay for that thing for $600? You think Digital Foundry would have given a positive feedback if they didn't get it for free, if they had to pay 600 quids or $600? Look at just go and do some research. Look at anyone who has a negative or alternative. Forget negative. Look at anyone who has an alternative point of view on the PlayStation VR2. Automatically, they're getting ridiculed. Automatically, they're getting crucified on a cross. Anyone who has an alternative point of view or any kind of a critique, automatically they're getting crucified. Why is that? Because of all of these fanboys. PlayStation VR2 fanboys. And what's so hilarious is, as a fanboy, you should demand better. You should demand an extra USB-C cable. As a fanboy, you should demand a charging docking station to be included. As a fanboy, you should demand a lower price. As a fanboy, you should demand a more first-party games. As a fanboy, you should demand a demo stations. Where's the demo stations? You can't find a single demo station for PlayStation VR2. You can't go to Target, you can't go to Walmart, you can't go to any shopping centers out there. You won't find any PlayStation VR2 demo stations. Why is that? Why is that? Well, can't you see the logic here? They're giving it to paid influencers, and those paid YouTubers will say great things. If they put a demo stations, then people are going to say, I don't know, man, I'm not so sure. And see, they don't want that. They want the sure thing. They want this to be successful because they're all about money. They're all about business. I mean, anyone with any brain cell would understand this, unless you're a blinded fanboy who's going to hit a dislike and talk a bunch of smack down below in the comments. Unless you're that person, well, that clearly anybody who has any brain cells left in their brain will see the difference between the two. So this is the issue. The issue is this toxic fanboyism that has crippled the gaming industry, and not just the gaming industry, but everything in general. It's a tribalism. It's a huge tribalism, and that's what's destroying the video games. That's what's destroying the movies. That's what's destroying a lot of things. It's this tribalism that's tearing us apart. This toxic, blind tribalism that's out there. And of course, corporations, they love that shit. They love simps. They love that. I mean, what's not to like? We have simps to simp for us, to back us up, no matter what we make, even if we create a raccoon's ass on a stick with a PlayStation logo on it, we're going to go ahead and not worry about it because the fanboys will buy it. The fanboys, our simps, will back us up. Anyone who has any alternative opinion on PlayStation VR2 automatically is getting canceled. Automatically is getting hit with like 2,000, 3,000 dislikes. Automatically they're getting spammed by all these disposable emails and all these fake ass accounts that they're making on the go. And they're being bombarded. They're being spammed by all these ridiculous, stupid, foolish comments. Why do you think that is? That is because of the fanboyism, toxic fanboyism that's out there. Did you notice yesterday when I talked about the PlayStation VR2 in a positive way? Nope. No dislikes. Zero dislikes. Zero anything. Zero harsh comments. Why is that? Because I'm talking in the language that they want to hear. Because I'm saying what they want to hear. But if I say something that doesn't fit their narrative, automatically I'm going to get canceled. Automatically I'm going to get smacked into the face. Automatically I'm going to be put on a pedestal, and automatically they're going to crucify me. This has been going on in the past 10 years. Jordan Peterson talked about this in the college campuses and in universities. Constantly you get canceled if you have an alternative opinion or a feedback. Dude, I was giving a feedback. Let's be clear about something here. I was giving a feedback on what I was seeing in terms of a plastic on that head strap. I was giving a bloody feedback. A feedback. But apparently in today's society of this cancel culture, you're not allowed to have a feedback. You're not allowed to have any opinion. God forbid that you have a feedback about this controller. God forbid that I have a feedback and an opinion about anything regarding Sony or PlayStation VR2. That's not good, ladies and gentlemen. That's not healthy. It doesn't bother me. I have a thick skin, guys. I've been through so much in my life. There's nothing you can say to me. There's nothing you can do to me that's going to affect me. It doesn't affect me. I'm just here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you something that is not pleasing to your ears, but maybe you should hear it from me. For that reason, exactly because it's not pleasing to your ears. So anyway, my whole point about this video is toxic PlayStation VR2 fanboys and lobbying corporations like Sony, lobbying for their prima donna influencers out there to say everything positive, everything's great, nothing negative, not one single negative. Like, why isn't there an extra USB-C cable? Why haven't they included better batteries to last longer? Why the batteries are so short? Nothing negative. Everything's super great. It's the greatest thing of all time. Why there's a lack of first-party games? You know, Horizon is not that enough. From what I heard, it's a mediocre score. You got Resident Evil Village, but that's going to be coming on PC anyway. You got Gran Turismo 7. That's about it, and a Switchback. So, but no negative points of view. And if there are any feedbacks of alternative point of view, those individuals will be ridiculed. They will be canceled. Look at the Gaming Bolt. Look at anyone who has any difference of opinion. They're going to hit with look at Dreamcast guy. He said he's not buying it. Hey, that's his right. He said he's not buying it. And he's giving you his feedback and his opinion why he's not buying it. Automatically, he's got 1,000. Let's see how many. Actually, you know what? Let's look at it since we're here. You know what? Let me go to Dreamcast and honestly, let's look at it since I'm already here. Let's look at it. I want to go to Dreamcast guy. And let's see how many dislikes he's got. Hold on. Where's the video? Trying to find the video to play. I hope he didn't take it down. Oh, 2 weeks ago, why he's not buying the PlayStation VR2.
Throw out projects.
Look at this.
See if they
1,000 dislikes. Oh, why is that? Why is he getting 1,000 dislikes? Well, Sony fanboys, PlayStation VR2 fanboys. That's why. Why is he getting so many dislikes? Because he has an opinion, and the opinion is he doesn't want to join the cult. And the cult is called PlayStation VR2. He doesn't want to join the club. And they're all upset that he doesn't want to join the club, meaning he's not buying PlayStation VR2. And they're all upset that he's not buying it. So therefore, because they're upset, they're hitting a 1,000 dislikes. Hey, look at this. I'm actually really hyped. Look at this. All fanboys. I think you're the type of gamer that just cannot see beyond a second screen. If you're a really horror fan, you always point out, I don't understand why Resident Evil 8 in VR doesn't get you excited. Because he's not you, Blue God. He is he. And you want him to be like you because you're a Sony fanboy. You want him to join your club. You want him to be converted. You want to convert him to your religion. That's not how it works, cousin. Look at these comments. Actually, I don't think this price tag is high because there are other old VR headsets with similar specs that goes around for $1,200. So this combined price for the console and the headsets, actually, I'm so hyped. Yeah, but not everyone is willing to cash out that kind of cash. Look at it, 80 likes, all fanboys. Look at this. Romeo the Beast 11. I pre-ordered because I want support VR this time around. Oh, really? Now you want to support VR this time around? Well, where were you 2016? Where were you 2014? Oh, you want it now because Sony's coming out with a PlayStation VR 2. Because your brand, because your Sony fanboyistic brand, your religion, your bishop religion, your cardinal of Sony, Jim Ryan, it's finally putting a PlayStation VR 2. And now you want to get your fanboy dick out and you want to stroke it for everybody to join in. Come on, man. Look at these comments, man. I pre-ordered mine in November, and I can't wait to walk through Horizon Resident Evil Village in 4K. PlayStation VR introduced me to VR, and I loved it. I have a Quest 2, and I just don't have the best games like PlayStation can deliver. Oh yeah, here we go, like PlayStation can deliver. What about the Resident Evil 4? What about all the other experiences that the Quest has? So everything else is obsolete. Everything else is obsolete. So as soon as Sony brought the PlayStation VR2, now everybody's coming out. Everybody's excited. Why? Because toxic Sony fanboys. And I don't care if you're Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, LG, Samsung, I don't care. Any fanboyism, it's toxic, and we should talk against it. This is the one thing that I agree with Phil Spencer. Fanboyism is bad for all of us. It's a toxic, divisive, divided, toxic notion. And it's a terrible idea. And it's a cancer. And it's a growing cancer, a growing tumor that keeps spreading. Sony has already denied the Bloomberg article. And you believe it because you're a Sony fanboy. I mean, look at these comments. Look at this. I mean, I can go down. I don't have time to read all this crap, but it's just, that shows you the 1,000 dislikes came in from these fanboys. So anyone that has any negative notion or any, forget the negative notion. He wasn't even giving a negative notion. He was simply saying why he's not buying it. He was giving his feedback, his opinion on why he's not buying it. But now that he's not buying it, that's it. All of the Sony fanboys are just on his case now. How dare you not join our religion? How dare you not join our cult? Give me a break, dude. Let's go to Gaming Bolt. Look at this, man. Look at the Gaming Bolt. Let's go to Gaming Bolt. And look at the... Now, I made a video about the Gaming Bolt, but I disagree. I disagreed with him. I didn't attack the guy. I just had a difference of opinion. Here, where was it? The videos. I hope they didn't remove it. Where was it? 9 days ago. Where is it? Oh my God. Oh. I hope that he didn't remove it. Hold on. Gaming Bolt PlayStation VR2. I can't find it. I hope they didn't remove it. Oh, there it is. There's a link over here. I got it. I have it on my channel. Okay, let's watch it.
The PlayStation VR.
Why Sony made a mistake. Why Sony made a mistake focusing on PlayStation VR2 instead of a new next-gen handle. Look at this. 450 dislikes. Why is he getting 450 dislikes and 562 likes? Well, look at these dislikes. Where do you think these dislikes are coming from? Where do you think these dislikes are coming from? Personally, VR is much more interesting to me than a handheld. VR has needed Sony to do this since 2016. This is the kind of video that could go age milk. I think VR will slowly grow. What do you got on the comments? Sony fanboys. Look at this. All Sony fanboys. Anyone that says anything negative or anything that has a difference of opinion will get a dislike. Now, let's look at a positive, people who talk positive about PlayStation VR2. Like, look, PlayStation VR2 without paroles, I know they're fans and they're fanboys. I get that. So, clearly, it's all going to be positive. But if, for once, PlayStation VR2 without parole said something negative or had like a negative feedback, they would lose right away. They would lose majority of their subscribers. But here, let's see. Is it all positive? Wow, look at this. 700 likes, only 13 dislikes. And everything's positive. All positive comments. This channel is going to be so much more popular in a year. GT's, it's incredible. Man, Sony owes you guys so much. PlayStation VR2 is going to be awesome. And sensory feedback, even though it's subtle, oh, game changer. Good Lord, the leap in tech is real. To be able to put your unionated friends in reloads, oh wow. Resident Evil 8 is going to be top dog. I am hyped for GT7. Great show as always. Something I noticed though, this time I was listening during a bus ride. It was very hard to hear. Oh, whatever. I spent an absolute fortune getting ready for PlayStation VR2 launch day. Well, look at this. All positive, positive, positive. And God forbid somebody says something negative. God forbid somebody says something negative. But see, that's just my whole point. And I hate to, drag this video half an hour, but it needs to be half an hour in order for you to understand where I'm coming from. Clearly, I'm a fan of Sony. I have 2 PlayStation 5s. I have a PlayStation 3 fat, plays PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games. I have tons of PlayStation 3 games and PlayStation 2 games. I am a Sony fan. I have a PlayStation VR1 headset, 2 PlayStation Move controllers. I have a PlayStation camera. I have a PlayStation aim controller. Clearly, you've seen me live stream PlayStation VR1 games yesterday, the day before yesterday, and you know that I have pre-ordered and spent $600 on PlayStation VR2. So how could I not be a Sony fan? I am a Sony fan, but a difference between a Sony fanboy and somebody who's a fan, I can have a critical opinion when I see something I don't like. I can criticize my team when they do something I don't like. Okay? A true fan will criticize its brand when it's not doing well or when it's doing something wrong. That's what I'm doing. I have a feedback, and my feedback is, okay, where's the demo stations? Why haven't you guys built any demo stations where I can walk into a Target, walk into a Walmart, and try it out for myself? Don't you think this would convince people to purchase it quicker and faster? Why can't you do that? Why can't you have a demo for people to try? This is not a big deal. We're not asking much. It shouldn't cost you too much to do that. I think that's the best way to get people to jump on board. If you really want to go global and sell like 20 million, 40 million, 50 million, 100 million units, the best way to do that is put demo stations out there for people to try. That is the best way to get people to pre-order right there in the store. And why is it that you cannot pre-order it on Amazon, that you cannot pre-order it on Best Buy, that you cannot pre-order it at Target and Walmart? Why is it that you can only do it from PlayStation Store? Direct PlayStation Store. What does that tell me? That tells me that you guys have limited quantities and the pre-orders didn't do so well. Okay? And Bloomberg has already exposed this, and you guys just denied it like any other politician would deny on a congressional hearing. This is a common sense. I'm speaking common sense. I'm speaking truth. That's what this is about. So you guys can go hit a dislike. You guys can talk all that smack down below. It doesn't faze me one bit. But this is something that you need to hear. Instead of just hearing all the glorifying, positive feedbacks. You got to hear an alternative feedback for somebody like me. And maybe it's a good thing that I'm on YouTube so you can hear a difference of opinion. Not just what you want to hear, but to hear difference of opinion. Okay, I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not here to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. I'm here to tell you how I feel. I'm here to tell you what I think. And I'll take that to the grave till the day I die. Just like that American Pie song. Oh, bye, bye, American Pie. All right. That's it, guys. That's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think. But please be respectful, all right? No one's interested. First of all, your comment will never make it. I have strict rules implemented from YouTube, or automatically you will be reported by the artificial intelligence, and you will be blocked immediately, and all your joint accounts will be in jeopardy. So this is just a warning. Be very careful on how you write and what you write. Unless you want to suspend your accounts. YouTube doesn't screw around. They have all kinds of tools that they give me for me to use it to protect the guidelines that they have set forth. All right, so be respectful, and your comment will show. Have a logical, respectful debate, and you will have a reply from me. So use your brain and think. Don't act on your emotions. Don't get triggered because someone has a difference of opinion. Be rational and be smart, and maybe I will just reply to you. All right, having said that, take care, guys. I'll catch you later.